away and pull it out of the washing machine. I'm going to show you some of the details involved in pulling one out. This one, it's got two screws that hold the surface panel on, and we need to get back there to turn off the water. I'm prepping this one for a remodel, so just kind of showing you what I got going on. We definitely don't want to lose the screws, so I'll reinsert those here. And the panel, once I pull it out and set it somewhere else, I'll reset the panel just so that it doesn't get lost and nothing wanders the gasket and all that stuff. Our shutoffs are right back here, and sometimes they go easy and sometimes not so much. And we've also got our dryer vent hose, so you can kind of start getting that out of the way. This one's taped on. If you can find the end where the tape begins, that definitely can help make things much easier to get it off. The hose is getting replaced and all, so when you tape these, you want to use a high heat tape, not just your normal tape. So
I'll put a link in the description to some high heat.
I'll pull off the old stuff, and I've got a really good high heat tape. Okay, so there's the dryer vent hose, and this we can just pull on through and get out of the way. And this one's squeezed up and through here. So there we go. There's that, and able to pull off the old one. Make sure we start with a fresh hose. Make sure there's no holes or leaks in the new hose. So now that that's out of the way, we can get to the water. Now a lot of times these go pretty rough. The water portion, sometimes they'll leak in between shutting them off. This one looks in reasonable shape, and I'm actually getting pretty lucky. You'll see I've got a few videos for deals that won't shut off all the way. You might check those out if just to be aware of what you might run into sometimes. I remember one time I was putting a new one in, went to turn the water back on, and it actually unscrewed from this portion, and the water was hitting me in the chest. Unfortunately, I had help that day. I was like, no, turn off the water! I'm blocking the water. Yeah, it was a pretty crazy day. It got through it with minimal, all things considered, minimal, Sometimes what I'll do with these is take my Leatherman and turn them kind of sideways. This one, the darn dryer vent hose is kind of right in the way, but sometimes you can kind of turn them that way. Sometimes I use my channel locks. This one, second one, I got away easy with one, and might not get away so easy with this one. It's just a matter of you only got so much room in there, so you kind of got to use the tool in different ways than you might normally. And this one's leaking a little in between. See that? So that's not good. But we're going to take this puppy out. Okay. And be careful in here, everything is sharp edges. Oop. Good thing our valve's getting replaced. The handle just broke off a little. Oh, just broke off again. Like I was saying, it's just sharp edges in there. You got to be really careful. I remember early on I started with the maintenance guy, and I wrote this in my book. I had a repair guy out, and he just had scars up and down his arm from working on appliances. We've got a bit of a leak on this one, just on the front, so sometimes you can tighten the front nut down. That's what I'm doing here to get that going. Not sure our water shut off completely there, so there's a couple ways to do this. Sometimes I'll connect one hose over to the other if need be. Just depends how bad the water is. we'll definitely be able to disconnect the hot side. I'm going to take the hose and link it up over here. That way it doesn't go anywhere. I'm going to disconnect the hot side. And we'll go from there. And really, before we do anything, we want to disconnect the power. And if need be, we can turn off the breaker if it's too hard to get back in there. But when I was able to unplug. Okay, and now disconnecting our hoses and let the fun begin. Okay, and this a lot of times I'll kind of drain it right into the drain. That way most of the water that's in the hose as it fills up can go down the drain. That gets rid of a lot of it. And this one stinks. Okay, we got that out there. We just don't want our gasket to go down there, but these old ones, the gasket's kind of held pretty captive. Some of the new ones, you got to be a little bit more careful about it. Okay, now we're going to see how bad. Did this shut off enough, or do I need to disconnect the hose from the back of the washing machine instead and link it to the other one? Oh yeah, that's what I need to do. That's a bad one. Okay, I'm gonna retighten that puppy down. Okay. Yikes. This one I'm going to pull out and see if I can get back there a little bit more and have a little bit more leverage. Which sort of messes up what I really wanted to show you today, was how you can pull these out with minimal effort. So I'm going to switch to that. Welcome back to Kung Fu Maintenance. Today I wanted to show you how you can remove a laundry center that's in a really tight closet with minimal effort. Now this one's a little bit more complicated because I've got a water line that won't shut off, and I just heard someone flush the toilet upstairs, which means somebody's home, so I really don't want to shut off the water if I don't have to. I may be able to shut off that valve better once I get more access, but I need to get access. Anyway, today I'm going to be using a dolly. I'm going to show you how you can use a dolly as leverage to get these out of there. So rather than using your back and use the machine. So this, I'm going to tip it back a little bit if I can, and I get the front foot right under the front here.
Going forward, every time I say lift, I mean tip.
What we're going to do is lift it and pull it. This one, I got to move it over just a hair to clear the door, and then I'm going to lift
Tip the dolly
and just pull it forward. We're just using simple leverage here. And now I'm going to
tip the laundry center back.
under the feet. Okay, and now I'm under the feet really good. Now the trick here is to grab the handle kind of from the side here, like this, and then I'm going to pull it kind of towards me and out at the same time, and that'll get me out just a little bit more. Okay. And now we'll be able to tip it forward and rock it just enough to get this puppy out. So just going to tip it forward just like so, and I'll lift one side, the other side, and just rock it nice and easy. And this is just much easier than using your back. Now from there we can use the dolly, but this one is a little more complicated in that I've got to, get to the hose. So clear myself enough room to fit through. Just like that, and now I should be able to shut that deal off the rest of the way. Okay, now that I can get back here a little bit better, I should be able to shut this puppy off the rest of the way. Okay, kind of loosen the front up just a little bit to make it easier to turn. Oh boy. And use my channel locks to hold that. Got my vice grips here. The vice grips to keep it from turning. You don't want it to turn and come off. Turn that back. And now we should be able to finish the job. Turning the water off in theory. Here's the rough one. Okay. Again, I don't know if we got that water off, so I'm gonna pull it. I think we've got a lot of water still. The water did not turn off. Try again. There it is. I may get this puppy off yet. Or it may just break on us. And I've got someone else replacing the valves, so, and somebody's home that would be affected by turning off the water, so I'm trying to avoid it if I can. Yeah, I think we got it. Yay! Okay, again, I can dump the water here. Yeah, our water did turn off all the way, and I'll put my up there, and then I can check it more once I get out of here and get a little more light when the machine's out of the way. Okay, so now that that's done, I can use the dolly to finish off the job. But I was showing you how to get, a machine out with minimal effort, rather than using your back. This one was just slightly more complicated because of the, the hose that wouldn't shut off. But those are the things that you run into quite common. So definitely got a lot to clean up back there. That's another story. And definitely got a lot to clean up on this here machine. It's I'll go into that on a separate video. Oh man. Alright. And now we can check and verify that this turned off all the way. Looks like it did. Looks like they both did. Nice. We're good to go. I can recover my vice grips. Yep. Works that good. Be careful in there, it's sharp. I should have been a little more careful. A good idea is throw a clean rag over the part that you're, could prevent stuff, Don't need to wind up with scars up and down your arm. All right. Scars become legend. They're things you want to learn by to prevent stuff in the future. All right, thanks for watching Kung Fu Maintenance, and I'll try to get into more in-depth preventative maintenance, cleaning this thing up and restoring it back to almost a like new condition. Oh, that's a job. Oh yeah, one more thing here. If you want to prevent things from getting lost, it's a good idea to put things where they should go, because especially if you've got a project going on where there's a lot of stuff getting moved around, there's a good chance things get lost if you don't set them together. So whatever steps you got to take. For me, I don't like taking the chance of this. See, there's so much that gets thrown away, and so many different vendors involved in a big project that by putting things back, you just minimize the chance that something gets lost. happens. So with these, I just like to put them back. That way everything stays together. All right, good to go. Thanks for watching.
Standing on the edge of death and life, standing in between wrong and right.
Beware which doors you open, or the bells you ring. Little did I know that was the bell they ring before they feed the monster.
Little did I know that was the bell they ring before they feed the monster.
Beware the tangled web of flies.